and I can put it up there with the tripod with the phone, and then we'll figure it out. But
Okay.
we got it right now.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, he's getting it fixed up right now.
yep.
Is there a cord for this laptop? It went down, but I think it's red for a few minutes. And okay. The little brown leather bag.
Yeah, that's my little brown bag.
Yeah.
So
I
I
don't
don't
see that.
see a leather bag up here.
Okay. But I'm keeping track on the paper still, and I can add it on in later. Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're back live. Thank you. No, I didn't. I just put it out there. Love you. Bye. Yes, ma'am.
Is Richard's call not any better?
Yeah, he's good.
Great. I can't believe that you remember me like that.
Sorry about the. Sorry about that. We lost internet for a minute. There's pretty high winds up top, so. But we are back. The tower's back up. 7:19. He's got plenty of time for this last obstacle.
Away. There. Away. There. Stand. Away. There. Stand. Away. There. Down. Down. Walk up. Come by. Come by. There. Walk up. Stand. Come by. Stand. Come by. Stand. Stand.
These cattle have gone behind the camera, so we're just trying to bring them back around. Man.
Time.
Time.
Yes, sir.
Down. Down.
I,
Take some time.
sir,
Take some time.
I thought you done good.
Stand. I'm done, Kevin.
I thought you was gonna get it.
Now, my dog's pretty hot, so I ain't gonna help pin him.
That's the furthest anybody's been other than the one. One run today.
I about quit when I come around you. I didn't think I'd be able to bring him back.
I didn't either. You the only, ain't but two people made that today.
It's a long way from being over. That damn butler ain't ran yet. Them some bitches got lungs to run up and down these friggin' hot hills.
Stuart and Katie. Then James and James.
I see you coming.
Okay.
This is Frankie and Sam.
No, this is, Stuart Mitchell.
Katie.
Really? Oh, that was HP. I'm sorry. crashed on us. I think a tower up the road went down, and so we lost all internet. But we are back. Hey man, is there any way you can run a camera for me whenever I've got to go run my dog for my wife because she's gonna run the camera or the computer? Yes, sir. Okay, I don't. When's the novice going? Huh? Novice intermediate. Scared me. Oh, then you don't have to head up right here right now. Just when it gets close to the end of it, just so I can go to the handlers meeting. Right here. I've still got quite a few dogs over here. I don't. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. No worries. Thank you. Hey, bud.
Did you get a hold of Shirley?
I think they redid the ingredients on those nacho chips because they taste way different. It says nacho on there, but they're different.
Light being off? Or
Yes, sir.
the sound off?
Yes, sir.
Some of them gas station.
except for the people I offend. Oh yeah. All right, everybody. Looks like we're back here live. I got about 25 text messages in the last 10 minutes wanting to know when we're going back up live, so I'll start texting everybody back. Let's see here.
You said Gene or Glenn?
Gene. Well, our Nest Ranch Border Collies right there. Look them up. Phone number, website, started trained dogs, puppies. Those dogs you guys work for a living. Merritt Kennels. All the way here for the guy they're sponsoring from Canada. They got a dog sports center, herding, and pet care facilities. You guys, this is going to bring up James, Butler, and Gene. He's coming into this open. If I'm not mistaken, Gene won the open yesterday in the field. Gene is a Walker Grace, owned by James, run by James. You guys, I want you to take a look at what just happened. He did a different approach than anybody you've seen yet. He sent his dog on an away to me flank. My guess is, believe it or not, I think the dogs are getting to the cattle a little bit better on an away to me, a little bit faster on an away to me flank. And he starts bringing them cattle up this field a little bit earlier and across. Yeah, it's a hot, muggy sucker here today. Well, it's not hot and muggy. If you're from Idaho, it's hot and muggy right now. For these guys here, they like it. My house, there's a guy at my house feeding dogs right now. It said it's negative 14. So anyways, comes through the fetch, you guys. Look at this fetch time. He's putting it down. He's not swinging for, he's not a slapper, we used to call him, just a base hitter. He's swinging for the fence on this. We'll see how this is going to go out. Now, Gene's done a really good job of keeping his cattle grouped. And you can see he's got that heifer that's on the left of your screen. She's wanting to split off. So James is going to have to work at keeping them together. We had our towers go down, everybody. We didn't. The cell phone people, or the internet people had them, but they got a hold of the tech people. They got here immediately, got it back up so you guys can enjoy it. If you don't mind, let's share it as much as we can. To share the link off of Mountain State Stock Dog Association's Facebook page. I got people that just started. As soon as it went down, man, there's people, Jolie Vermette from up in Canada texted me, people all over that's wanting to watch this. So, you guys, Gene has been stomping them because he's been so precise. He brought those cattle into number 2. Now, but we got to remember, too, somebody's driving that car. And so whoever's driving it has got to be doing the best that they can, too. We've seen it where somebody you accidentally mean come by, but you say, wait at me, and somebody's dog. Then they listen to you, and you foul up. So, but then there's a lot of times tell them, wait at me, and they go come by. So you got a 50-50 chance. Yeah, we need to get back up to. We had a bunch of viewers. We need to get that back up to where everybody's enjoying it again and can know that it's back live again. I'm glad everybody's able to get back on. We made it all day yesterday, I think, without dropping it, didn't we? Oh, dropped it one time was all. The winds picked up here, you guys, and the cell phone tower just got blown down. Now, he's a little bit wide right here, but he's coming in here. Cattle are going to get past the obstacle. Now, you guys, he needs to come in this side of that obstacle and do a 90 and head out the left. So James is just going to set himself back up. Push those cattle up. We appreciate everybody being here today. Got nothing but good feedback about the live feed. There he goes, you guys. He's in and coming out of number 4. He still has 6 minutes to get it done. Are we close to the official time? 4:00. Yep, we're real close. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind starting to pick up. We're sitting inside a trailer here. Heading into obstacle number 4. It's a pass through from the right to the left. Have you played that video lately telling them the course, Brandon? We're going to throw that up right after James's run so you guys understand the course and what's going on. Yeah, he's whipping it, guys. He's coming through number 4 right now. Coming up to number 5. Now, number 5's tough. It's a blind Y. You come into the backside of that Y, and then you see that panel that's in front? Looks like there's just about a 3-foot hole the cattle have to go in and hook a left. But it's tough because them cattle feel like it's a blind hole. Like there's nowhere to go. Cattle don't like walking into a dead end. They want to feel like they can go in somewhere and get out. Now, them cattle going around. If you can get Gene up there before they get past it, it's going to be a little bit tough. Now he's got to turn them cattle back around. They're on this side of the entrance. But the heifers are taking it really good. Brandon, you've got 3 dogs till the novice handler meeting. There he goes, you guys. Oh, shoot. They got to come in that backside, you guys. So down where James is, they got to come in that backside and then come out the bottom hole. It's a second to last obstacle, you guys. He's got plenty of time still. It's real important for the 4-day average. He has to finish the course. I bet Megan can tell me how many have finished the course. 1. 1 dog. Right off the bat, wasn't it? Ron Long. Now he's fixing to get it right here. James, step up there. No, he's going to get it. Oh, gosh dang it. Dog's doing really good. It's tough, you guys. The margin of error on this obstacle is 2 inches. That's the width of that panel. If they end up missing it.
Yes, sir.
So it's just 1 dog, 2 dogs that spawned.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Just 20 and 39.
Okay, thank you.
Still got 2.5 minutes. This is the dog that's in the bet with me. I'm still rooting for Glenn to finish his course regardless. This is rooting for Gene to finish his course. This is a really good dog. And as hard as he's worked and as good as he's been for 4 days, he deserves to finish his course.
What's Gene's breeding?
Gene is a Walker Sioux, or a Walker Grace. Yep, Walker Grace. There's quite a few of them. That same line is a pretty sought-after cross. He's going to get it. Dog's a little bit hot. He's looking for some water maybe. But he's been a lot of miles right up and down this hill today. Yeah, he's going to get it, you guys. I'm still telling you. Way to go, James. Now, you guys watch. He's got to get that dog up there and start flanking him around to the right. He's down to just over a minute. This is pretty intense here. Some good footage we've got going on up there by our camera.
You got 1 minute.
He just has to judge how much time he's got.
Away. There.
He knows that Gene's tired.
Whoa. Come back. There. Whoa. Come back. There. Whoa. Away. 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 Away.
He's calling his run, you guys. He's calling his run. He knows his dog's tired. He doesn't need to spend him. He's got him in the nursery finals coming on here later on, you guys. The dog still has a lot of runs to make today, and he is tired. Now that being said, here's my course. But I'm going to tell you real quick. He ended up with a score 150, correct, Judge? 150 time in 9 minutes. Okay, they're going to come out. This good drone footage by Pew Productions comes out, and there's our fetch. They're going to come up the hill through the fetch. As I go through the hill, up the hill through the fetch, they're going to bank to the left right here. And they're going to go around, and you guys can see that opening. You can see right at the bottom of that obstacle. They got to go in there and out the opposite side. So there's a pasture, but there's also an opening on the left-hand side so that it's tough to get the cattle in and out that side. After they do that, they got to drop back off this hill. They got what we call a cross drive. After they fetch them cattle, they go through two. They cross drive them cattle back off that hill where the cattle are going to want to run away a little bit because they're going downhill. They will then enter the left side of that obstacle and 90 degree and go out the left, out the center on the left, which would actually, I guess, would be the top of the obstacle. So enter on the left of the obstacle and go out the top. After that, they bring them back up the hill over here to obstacle number 4. Obstacle number 4 is just a pass through right in that opening right there and back out to the left. After they go through number 4, they come up to 5. Now, you guys watch this obstacle right now. Cattle don't like to go where they feel like they're getting trapped. So right now, you can see them cattle think that is a dead end. So no way would they want to drive those cattle up into there and hook a left. They take a left out that obstacle right there and drive them then down to number 6. They must enter the hole in the middle. Jerry, is it the hole in the middle on that backside? I'm going to make sure the obstacle right here. It's right here on the front. And then they must go all the way around and back out the same hole.
No,
Back out the other hole to the right of it. That will stop their time. Then they come up there to that white trailer and get a shake or a burger. Anyways, Jake, Jessen, and Digger, you guys. This is a Walker Sioux, if I'm not mistaken. Owned by Todd Jessen, ran by Jake Jessen. Todd hurt his leg the other day. Hopefully he's back on and watching Digger. We missed our time clock, but I'll just try and keep you updated every now and then about where we're at. Comes through his fetch pretty smooth, guys. Digger's got a good set to make a good time with right here. Now you're going to watch. He's got to go a little bit wide on number 2. He's a little bit late, so that dog's going to come. He's going to have to come back around here and bank them cattle back, make them do a 180 almost right now, and that's tough to do. Okay, you guys, they went in the obstacle. They're going to have to come all the way out. Now he's going to regroup them. He's going to flank the dog to the left, which is come by side. He's got him on his whistles. He's got to bank him to the left and bring those cattle back to the opening on the other side of number 2. Jake's turned into a really good dog handler, you guys. You can look him up on his Jessen stock dogs and cattle. Trains outside dogs, gives lessons, whatever you need, get a hold of him. Somebody spelled her off on the camera. See, those cattle pattern themselves, and so now even if Jake sets them up correctly, where they went around there the one time I missed the obstacle, they're going to do the same thing again. So he's going to really have to work to push them back through that hole. He's got them good now. He's got a leader. Now he's going to have to tuck back around to this left side, and I think Digger's going to be able to do it and stop that heifer. Now if he'll take her slow, she'll see her friends in there, and she should tuck right in there. Oh, he went too early. There he goes. Brings the cattle back out the other side of number 2. He's going to get his 30 points for the obstacle. Mike Bartlett, we are Mike Bartlett, this is the open class. Olivia Lee, yeah, he's a Walker Sioux. Somebody asked about Glenn here a minute ago. Glenn is an import. I couldn't tell you. I'd have to look at his papers to tell you who he's out of. But the Glenn dog, we talked about the bet between Gene and Glenn. Glenn is only 17 months old right now. So that's what's impressed me the most. But Digger's in pretty good physical shape, you guys. They're going to have to be. It's warmed up here now, and it's gotten muggy. And them dogs that we just saw, like Gene, he was tired. He was working because James was asking him to, but he could see the dog was getting tired. That's why he called his run, is to save his dog. He's flanking around. They're really nice. But he's going to go a little bit too early, and them cattle are just going to hook back. Now, another thing to remember, you guys, how the cattle were treated last time they were ran is what they remember. So if they got to that obstacle last time, these cattle haven't been re-ran today, but they were used yesterday. And quite a few of them didn't make it through the courses. So when they get there, it's going to be twice as hard to make them go through. They're tough. You guys sticking them in there. Our time right now is 5:52, so he's got about 4 more minutes to be able to get those cattle in this side and go out the left. Now Jake's going to walk up there and try and get those cattle to push uphill. And that's uphill, you guys, so it's tough to want to push them uphill. But there he goes. The judge is going to tell us 30 on 3. So he's up to 90 points now. And down to about 3 minutes to go. Right here's a pass through now. He can hit this pretty quick because it's going to take some time. Number 5 up here on top has been the toughest obstacle. One heifer went in the right way. The other 2 are fixing to. There he goes. 30 on 4, the judge says. We'll score 120. Now he has 2 minutes left. He's at 7:10, you guys. So he went pretty fast there, so he's got a little less than 3 minutes. It's very important that you hit this right off the first chance. It makes it easier. Jake's walking up here, you guys, but he's feeling those cattle and how they're respecting him. And, oh, don't do that, Digger. He's got the dog positioned really good. But you can see that those cattle do not want to walk into that dead hole. Now the problem is here we got this one in. You know, that's a tough position to be in. He's got him, you guys. How much time's he got left? 1 minute. You guys, he could complete this course right here, which is going to help this dog out in the 4-day average. I'm just going to be quiet here so the cattle don't hear me and spook for me. You know, the only problem I see in Digger is that I don't own him. He's a good dog. Yeah, and he's always real pretty. And you walk up to him, he just wags his tail and happy to see you. You can just see he's listening to every single thing that Jake has said to him. He's down to 15, 20 seconds probably. 10 seconds left, you guys. Got to go in that hole and all the way around and back out there to the right of the dog. Gonna run out of time though. Not gonna get it, but there not very many people have made it even to there. So there's a score of 150. Time on 10 minutes. There it is, Jessen cow dog. Strong dogs make gentle cattle. That's Walker himself. That dog's made an imprint on this whole country with his offspring. Looks like where's our run order at? Okay, Dan Kent and Patch is up. Chris Timmons and Bet, Jeannie Allen and Jesse, James Butler and Gus, Dwayne Hurleman and Sid, James and Pete, Dwayne and Bill, Joni and Jim, Dana and Ladd, Jake and Zip, James and Glenn, and that's going to be the rest of the open, you guys. So it looks like we've got about 10 more dogs out here in the open. Starting to get a few more people back on here, not where we were earlier before we lost our darned old service. You guys don't mind sharing the link. The new live feed. Everybody's got to go on the Mountain State Stock Dog Association Facebook page. There's a link on there. Click on it, share it with everybody so we can get as many people on here enjoying this. Mill Iron S Ranch, working border collies up out of Bancroft, Idaho. Merrick Kennels, all the way from Canada. I mean, you guys, our sponsor lists go from Canada to Alabama. So people all over made this possible. Neutrina, there's 2 platinum sponsors. Neutrina, they are a national sponsor for the Mountain State Stock Dog Association. Lee HDC Ranching, Jared Lee Lewis and his brother Cody. You want to get some good hanging tree dogs, there's the ones. They do day work, horses and training, puppy sales. Bobby Dykes and his beautiful wife, Diamond D Performance Horses and Stock Dogs. I believe they're out of Kentucky. Pew Productions out of Texas, Abilene-ish.
Odessa, Texas.
Odessa. Well, that's a. I'm glad you didn't slap me. Windwalker Kennels, Chris Timmons. He's here showing his dogs. That's him and his dog Hawk, and I believe Bet there with him. Mountain State Stock Dog Association, the other platinum sponsor for this event. You guys, the largest stock dog association in the nation right now. They've got the biggest national finals going on. The only one that does cattle and sheep. There you guys go. That was how about that last commercial by it's not up on the screen. Anyways, we're good. That last commercial brought to us by Neutrina. That's actually my 4 kids. They brought them. Neutrina brought a film crew up to my house. Filmed that commercial. We'll talk about it as soon as we get done with Jessen's. Here we go. Dan Canton Patch. We're going to see him back here in the short round of the nursery finals also, you guys. He's sitting really good with both of his dogs. Like I said it earlier when I was talking, Dan's a cowboy. He used to live up by us in Idaho. Well, the other side of Idaho, but before this year's national finals, Dan brought a teepee. He called me and says, hey, can we stay at your ranch for a week or so? I'm going to come in early before national finals. I said, yeah, that's fine. He showed up and pitched a teepee out in the middle of the ranch. And I says, boss, well, you know, them days are done. You can sleep in the house now. You're welcome in the house. No, I like my teepee. And he ties dogs up. It was a lot of fun having him. We branded a bunch of calves, doctored yearlings, broke cattle for the finals. Super good guy, super good cowboy. Got him a new girlfriend in Cisco, Texas, and moved. Red heifer's trying to separate you guys. Now that black heifer's going to want to leave. We're pretty close on our time, you guys, to the official time, so we're within seconds of it. He's got to get those cattle together, get Patch up there a little bit closer now. He's got to get them together now, or otherwise, if they get spread out now, they're going to keep spreading out on him. He's going to have to work for it. Once again, he has to have number 2 done by 4 minutes and 30 seconds, or they're going to call time on him. He's at 2 minutes now on his fetch, just shy of 2 minutes. There he goes. Good job, Patch. Keep him going. He needs to bring that black heifer back to those red ones, guys. The thing that she's doing, though, she's leading them the wrong way, so she's headed back. I ain't got no mountains down here, so I'm not sure if that's north or south or what way that is. But she's leading them back to the left of your screen, and the next obstacle is off to your right.
This one went time out at 7 minutes. Yeah, it's 10-minute course, but his switcher, he had to go the whole minute.
He's just about at 3 minutes, you guys. He's coming up the hill. There you can start to see the beginning of obstacle number 2. They come in that far side, the hole that's right in the middle, it looks like, and they got to come out this side. That's closest to us. I'll tell you what, Patch is going to get this one just as pretty as can be. Good job, Dan Cant at 3:23. If he can keep that black heifer tucked back in here, these three are wanting to stay together. Uh-oh. What's going to happen, you guys, if this cow gets up here and sees this is where the exhaust is, they'll remember that, and he's going to be fighting her for a while. Problem he has now is the other 2 red heifers have stopped. Hopefully you can see him. This dog has a really good radiator. I call it a radiator, really good stamina. He goes for a long time before he starts getting too hot and exhausted. You see difference in dogs, but then you also see difference if the handlers are working them and keeping them in shape. He's going to want to get Patch up there a little closer to him so he can direct those cattle so they're not just running off.
I have a question for you.
Yep.
Do you feel like the white dogs don't get as
No,
hot?
that don't make any difference. Mrs. Pugh just sitting here next to me asked if I feel like the white dogs don't get as hot. Even people say long-haired or short-haired. I have a hard time with that too, just for the fact that I've got long-haired dogs, I've got short-haired dogs. That I don't know if it really does make a lot of difference. And people are going to batter with me and argue with me on that one. But I had this dog named Jigs that looked like a Columbia ewe. I mean, just the woolliest, heaviest coated dog you ever saw. And he could go just as long as any other dog I had. I think it's just a personal dog, you know. That dog's personal make. back up to 38 viewers here in the last little bit. You guys, once again, get on and share it. We got some great sponsors on there. Jim Zolman just got on. We appreciate him for sponsoring. You can see him on there. Click on him. Ask him any questions he's got about his Red Bluff dogs. One of the hardest things to find right now, in my opinion, is a broke dog. When we get them good and broke, you guys, it takes years to make them as good as they are. Years. And so a lot of times when we get them like that, it's tough for us to let them go. This dog actually is Adam, a son of my Levi. Patches. I used to trial his dad, super nice, and I ended up selling him as a broke dog to a friend of mine. But that's who the sire of this dog is, and the grandsire is Levi. So I probably favor him a little bit.
My kids get really attached. Each dog.
We do get attached to the dogs. It's tough, and that's another thing. When you build a bond and a relationship with a dog, you've been spending a couple years to get him broke, it's tough to let him go. But sometimes you have revelations from dead presidents that make it easier to let him go. Mr. Stuart Mitchell is going to catch his breath for a minute after walking up.
No, I drove. I just walked the little hill right here.
Oh, you drove up and you walked down the hill and you're out of breath?
Right there. Yeah.
All right.
That's some hunting zip ties.
We got a lot of them.
Yeah, from the boss.
6:46, you guys. Just over 3 minutes to go. He can get it done still. He's going to do it right here. And I lied. Stone was commentating with me the other day. My, how old is Stone now? Is he 10, 11? 10. He'll be 11 in March. Same birthday as me, actually. And somebody was going up to obstacle in Ardmore there, and they were heading up to the obstacle, and they missed the obstacle, and Stone goes, and a swing and a miss on obstacle number 2. So, oh yeah, it's tough. Stacy Bisnet just got on all the way from California. Up to 42 live right now, you guys. If I go back and look, we've had a couple thousand throughout the day. We had a minor problem. The wind blew down the antenna for the internet server. He's going to have to bring that black heifer all the way back up. And let me tell you guys, now the problem is he's got to bring them uphill. Takes gas out of your cattle, takes gas out of your dog.
Still running.
Takes gas out of him, takes gas out of the clock. The clock's, it actually doesn't. The clock's going to keep on running either way. It's like an Energizer bunny, and then it dies at 10 minutes. Yeah, he's got a fight going on now.
Yeah, that's a real fight.
Yeah, and that dog usually doesn't back up too much. He should win the fight. I've watched this dog since he was a puppy. This is a dog that Dan started with, you guys. He was a beginner in the novice just 2 years ago. Now he's in the open and making it back to the short goes. He put a stomping on him at our national finals. Dan walked out of there with big old bulging pockets full of money.
Gotta get these two going.
I don't know if Lincoln's can hear us up there, but if we could get him to zoom in a little bit so we could see the dog work at all. I think Lincoln Rogers is actually, he's up there running a cameraman now. Dog handler, cameraman, male stripper, you name it. It's on his resume.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
Guys, looks like he's going to run out of time, though. He's a long ways up here. Yeah, well, shit, I don't know. You might have to blow that real hard. And time. That'll take the wind out of your sails, boys. I believe he's going to get a score of 60 and a time of 10 minutes. You know, we talk about Neutrina being a sponsor for here, you guys. Neutrina's set up down in that lower arena. If you have any questions, I interviewed the Neutrina rep up in Ardmore, Oklahoma. I wish that she'd have been down here again, or if I could get a hold of him to walk up here and talk to us about their products. They do a really good job. There she is. You can look her up. Her name was Courtney Aguiar, if I'm not mistaken. That bag you see right there on the right, you guys, is what we feed at our kennel, the Loyal Life, all stages. That's an unbelievable quality dog food right there, you guys. It's changed our dogs, it's changed our performance, it's changed everything with them. I'm going to talk about Neutrina for a little bit, guys. That commercial, I started talking about it earlier. That was filmed at our ranch with my kids. I'm proud of those 4 kids. Our kids, my wife homeschools our kids, and they're absolutely brilliant because of it. They do a great job. They get up every single morning and go gather horses and saddle the horses, get their dogs out and get ready to go to work, you guys. That's all they know how to do is work dogs and cowboy. And I can't talk enough about actually those steers and big old horn steers. We use them for lead steers. We run a lot of cattle and rotational graze them, and we use them. They know where all the gates are to get the cattle broke. Super good bunch of people to work with. If you're in your area, go to Neutrina. Get on their website, neutrina.com, or I don't know what it is, but I'm sure you can find it. But go to Neutrina, look them up. They'll get a rep close to you. I will say that dog food that we're feeding right now our dogs look the best they've ever done. They're in the best health they've ever been in. We're not feeding near as much as what we were on some other dog foods. You know, it makes a big difference on your dog all the way through. You know, people are like, oh, more expensive dog food. Well, you feed half of as much. You know, let's say if you're feeding a $40 bag of dog food and a $20 bag of dog food, and you feed half as much as a 40, it's the same value. They make less of a mess. Here we go. I'm not mistaken, that's Chris Timmons and Bet. Anyways, big shout out to Neutrina and all they did to make this possible here. They've got 1, 2, and 3. 2 black heifers and a black bolly.
You can always tell when the dogs finally see the cows. It's funny.
It's a long old ways down there, you guys. It'd be 325 yards down there. The wind's picked up quite a bit here, so these dogs are going to have a hard time hearing them. And Chris don't blow a whistle real loud either, so. But them dogs are so responsive to him, they can hear it. Tell you what, it's the way them are moving, though. If he hits that fetch and comes over number 2 and they keep that rhythm up, he's going to go get a pretty fast fetch time. Once again, this is a one-time deal. If them cattle go past it and you don't get them through it, so right there, you guys, he's going to get only 20 points instead of 30. It's the only obstacle you can go with not a. You can get points on it with not having all three of them. But he's got to get those cattle together, and he's going to. He's a good handler. Hey, we're up 51 views on here now. 51 live viewers on here right now. We like seeing that, you guys. We get as many people on here as we can watch. We're down to the last 10, which you told me. I just was counting. Make sure I could still count to 10. He's got 2 of them in. Now he's going to have to flank her around to the come-by side and block him from going out that hole. Oh, Chris was there. Chris is so skinny he could hide behind a T-post. Now he's going to cross-drive these cattle off the hill and over to number 3. Gives you guys a really good look at the obstacle from right here. So them cattle have got to go in this side and then hook a 90 and go back out to the left. But see, the real draw is either straight through the obstacle or to turn and go downhill. Water runs downhill just like cattle. Ooh. Now he's going to do it. Yeah. That was pretty. Bet, if I'm not mistaken, is owned by James Butler. Ran by Chris Timmons. So is Jaff. He runs Jaff. He trains some dogs for James. And that's just a pass-through obstacle. In on the right, out on the left. He's a little bit wide. He's going to do it, you guys. He's only at 4 minutes and 15 seconds coming up to number 5. Once again, number 5, in my opinion, might be the most difficult obstacle just because the cattle feel like they're going in a dead end. And he is leading the average on the 4-day average. Chris and this dog Bet. Now, I'm not official on that, but the guy I'm asking is. Yeah, you guys, man, if I don't know how many dogs, I wish I had that printed out so I could look at it, Jerry, and we could give everybody a heads up on what's going on the 4-day average. But this can change right here. This obstacle. If he finishes this, he said he had to finish it to beat James. He was 30 points ahead. And this is what Chris Timmons told the judge here a while ago. But he needs to get that Bronco face heifer there. Bronco, that black heifer, the white and black on face. Yeah, there he goes. Look at this. He needs her to go in first. If I'm reading him right, she's real good with anything. See what I'm saying, you guys? Now, if he flanks him out the side, ooh, man, and still has 4.5 minutes to go and do this obstacle, number 6. That was pretty. Might be the second dog to get this done today. What time did the first dog get it done in? 7:42. Can be beat right here. Oh, it's not a full score. He dropped 10 on the fetch. Oh, son of a pooch. Yeah, I forgot about that. Boy, talk about take a wind out of my sails. I was excited for him. Yeah, I guarantee you, what's it going to do to poor Chris? He's got to go in the hole he went in right here. Now he has to turn them cattle around. They're going the wrong way. They have to go clockwise around that feeder. Correct, Judge? He's still good, though. You guys that are watching, as soon as this gets done, don't shut it off. They're having the top finals. They're having a final runoff for the 4-day average in the nursery out here. It's only going to be a few dogs. What we're going to do is whatever dogs. Oh, here he comes. I'm going to shut up for a minute. Good job, Chris Timmons. If I'm not mistaken, he's going to be a 170. He knows it, too. He knows it, too.
As long as you've seen it, we good.
Jay, is it this number or this number?
You ain't my wife.
Looks like our official time is
6:56.
6:56. If he'd have got the one, you guys, he would have been sitting in on the lead.
I don't know who all these are for.
I have
Looks like we're back on here. You guys had to shut the sound off, or you're going to hear me eat a pork chop that they just brought us up on top of the hill. Looks like a score of 120. Time of 10 minutes. Mountain State Stock Dog Association's National Finals in Afton, Wyoming, July 11th through the 16th. The largest finals held in the country. The only finals that does cattle and sheep. Such a great time. Bunch of good people, a lot of fun friends to hang out with. It's not just a cattle dog trial, it's an event. Concerts, auctions, games, everything's free but the food that you buy in the middle of the day. We have a lot of fun up there. Everybody makes it their destination. If you're thinking about going, you might want to start looking into rooms and that right now. Afton does a great job, and they are one of the best hosts that we could have picked for our national finals. We've been there quite a few years now with the Mountain States finals, and we sure appreciate all they do for us. That being said, you guys, we're getting down to just eight left, maybe 9. There's 9 Jaffs down on the bottom. Okay, here we go. James Butler and Gus. JM Gus stands for Jeremy McBride. He's sending him off the hill, guys. And look at him fly. Super nice dog. I think that he wins a bunch. You guys, this was our last year's Ultimate Stock Dog, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. I know he won a national champion sheepdog at the Mountain State Stock Dog Association. So, what does that have to say about the versatility of that dog?
Some more.
I'm good. I don't want to actually.
Appreciate you. Butler told me, you put that shit in my truck.
Looks like he's going to get his fetch, you guys. Just a little bit longer. Fetch time was 128. Actually, not as long as I thought. Old black heifer wanting to lead. If he'll keep the red heifer up with him, should be in really good shape. This is actually a dad to the dog that you just watched Jeannie Allen run. This is that dog's dad. So we talk about the importance of bloodlines and breeding. There it is. I've got a half sister to him out of the same mom and a different dad. He's marching him up the hill, and he's going to take him a little bit wide so that when he hooks a left, that they'll be able to see right through that obstacle, and they're just going to march right through it. That old black heifer, you get in there. Yeah. Coming out of obstacle number 2, gets his 30 points, and he's only at 247. God, them old red heifers are just a little bit heavier. That black heifer wants to lead out, but he's going to have to work to keep them together. And that wastes a lot of time because right now they're not making any progress towards the obstacle. Jolie, I'm not sure what female Jesse's out of. Maybe did they tell me it was a female named Dot? Yeah, I believe it was a female named Dot that either James or Jeremy McBride have. But that's a good cross. That's a super nice dog that Jeannie's packing, and Jeannie works him really good and has trained him really good. That push that dog just made on those cows right now, that was necessary. He needed to speed things up.
Thank you, sir.
That's exactly what my kids would have done, just like that. Okay, he's going into number 3. You can see number 3 really good from this view. It's zoomed in there. It's a good bit down there. But he's got to go straight in and then hook a 90 once they get in there. Now them cattle are going to go past that obstacle. Instead of flanking left, he was going to be behind him. Then all of a sudden, the dog's going to show up and startle the cattle. James made the call to flank the dog all the way to the right around the obstacle. In my opinion, the benefit of that is those cattle see and feel that dog coming. If he's coming up from behind him, and once he comes around there, it almost like startles him. Yeah, he's got him. Oh, come on, you black thing. He's got a little bit of a challenge now.
Do you think this one was better than yesterday? That obstacle. It's the same spot that we came in front of yesterday.
I like this obstacle. We call it like a crow's foot, kind of. Or it's actually more of a Maltese cross, kind of, but I do like this obstacle because there's no room for error, and where you enter is just very small. And them cattle, naturally, you make it so the natural draw is for that black heifer to go straight. Get him, Gus. Now, he's fine. If he can bring the black heifer back around and stuff him in with them red ones, now watch this. He's going to do it. Now watch this. Now he's going to have flank away. He's all right. He's got it. James is there to cover the back of that hole. Colette Taylor just got on all the way from California watching. Colette, hopefully you guys are getting rain down there. He's headed up to number 4. Number 4 is just a pass-through obstacle from the right to the left. Okay, guys, this is where it tells tale. Where are we at on time? 6:30. So he's got 3.5 minutes to get it done. It can be done. If they can get that black heifer up here with them. They're wanting to spread out here. He's got to get them tucked back together before they get. The last thing he wants to do, though, is let them up that hill so they can see where that exhaust is. James is going to take some big steps and get up there and block it. You can't run in this. There's a few people I've seen that push that a little bit, but James never does. He follows the rules. Once again, that's a dead hole coming in there to them cattle. It looks like a solid panel across the back of there with no escape route, so they really don't want to go in there. Time's at 7:43 now. You're hearing he's talking to him, telling him in here. Gus got a little wide and lost contact with the cattle there. Cattle work best when you stay in contact with them in order to keep them pushed around there. They have to stay in control of them. So sometimes when we send our dogs, they get a little too wide and they get outside of that bubble and they lose contact where the cattle are thinking freely and moving on their own, and it makes it a little bit tougher. But he's got him back in here now. If that's the biggest problem he's got, he don't have many problems right now. Okay, James is going to walk up there and block those cattle and hopefully bank them back in here. That black heifer wants to come around this side. Good job, James. Walk up there. Gosh darn it. Time's at 9 minutes. He's got a minute to get them gathered back up. That's how come it's so important for everybody to try to get to number 5 as fast as they can, because it's taking up a lot of time. And the cattle are going to go up the hill anyways. They have to go down the hill. And he's going to run out of time. Gosh dang it. He's going to end up with a score of 120 and a time of 10 minutes. Here we go, Dwayne, Hurleman, and Sid. They're off. This guy right here at the Mountain States Stock Dog Association National Finals, he spanked them last year. National champion intermediate, national champion intermediate sheep, ultimate stock dog. I mean, he laid it on them. Dwayne's super tough handler and a super good guy. Glad to call him my friend.
Combined with yours eating and my eating, it closed the gap. Been there for much now.
No, sir. It was tempting.
I saw her. She got that. You know what she did?
What? Ooh,
She said, I got worms.
you tougher now. Oh, we got over here. Oh, yeah. Just, was fine line. You worse than them little girls texting all the time.
Hmm?
You worse than them little girls texting all the time.
I do not text. Would you like to see me?
Oh, I remember.
Let me turn this off so I can call you a son of a bitch. I left it on. Texting the stock setters at the other arena.
Yes, let me find my
Listen,
text.
you go walk up and down the hill.
No, I'm out. I've missed about 6 texts from my wife, and I just left her. She didn't tell me what she wanted. Oh, Lord. Man, you fast at it too. You got a lot of practice. Keep coming over here. I'm still.
Because I'm not blind. I can see the darn things.
My daughter can text so fast I can't keep up with her. Still like 7.
Then we gotta go do the nursery down there.
You gonna do
Nursery
the
finals here.
You gonna do the 4-day average.
He's done number 2. Heading over to number 3, everybody. Dwayne's trying to keep him calm so he doesn't stir him up as he walks off the hill.
Dogs that are in the nursery that are competing for the 4-day average.
Oh, and just run
And run them like separate short go really. And then everybody will go run in the building for the second run of the nursery for the day. That's what we was talking about earlier today, you know, go high back. That's what we was talking about. smooth there.
Yeah, looked good. He
Yep.
got down there getting them away, but he took his time. Got them away from
Yep.
down there.
Yep.
Worked good.
Yep, that's smooth.
Dwayne is super smooth, you guys, with Sid. And his other dog. What's his other dog? Beal. He's got 3 or 4 dogs I've watched him. He's smooth with all of them. It was 5:51. Are we close to your time?
554.
Pretty dang close. That's just a pass through right to left. He's got it. He walks up that stinking hill like like he's going downhill. Sid's a little bit wide. He's going to have to bring him in a little bit. Because when you get right down here to obstacle number 5, they have to be right there, Stuart, don't you think? If they get
Yep.
too wide,
Yep.
they're letting that margin of error move too much.
You know, Dwayne's got a little hope here going. They're headed right in it, but so
Yeah.
far I've not seen any of them head right there. Just kind of veer off at the last.
But once again, it's a dead hole.
It's a-
And not very many of these cattle been through that.
No.
Because yesterday, I mean, there's just
Yeah.
a handful. Look at this. Look at me lie. But see, did you see that cow stop when he's like, ooh, it's a dead hole.
I don't know.
If that cow would have took one more step, he'd have saw the opening to the left.
Oh,
Dwayne
yeah.
wasn't in front of that cow to stop it. The only thing that could have stopped it if it looked in here and seen that judge. Because he is ugly. No. No.
He's got a cap on, so the glare didn't get him.
Yeah. You might have got him.
I've got mine off. I might have got it.
Look at this hair.
Yeah.
You'd never survive in Idaho. You freeze your head off.
I would freeze my ass.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I don't know how hairy your ass is, but this is gonna get frustrating, guys. These guys, this is frustrating from you. This close, you're right here, but the drawback to this exhaust is behind us, and that's where all 3 of those cattle just went. You can see the courtesy of all these handlers. There's James Butler sitting down there. I believe he's up here in just a minute again, but he doesn't want to come up here and spook these cattle for him. So you can see him sitting in that buggy down there at the bottom of the hill. Everybody's real polite, really good to get along with.
I've had my share.
You know, as a competitor, I want to do the best I can.
He looks like he's calling her, guys. Cattle, dogs are done. This is it's
Humidity's up.
humidity is big time up.
Yeah, it's up. As a competitor, I want to do good, but I hate to see Dwayne not finish that really good run. You know,
Especially when your dog's
when
working
your
so
dog's
good.
working No problem, just that one cow.
No offense, but if your dog's being an idiot out there, okay, I don't know.
Yep.
But when these dogs are working so good and the handlers are working so good, it's tough. But that's what's separating them now, you guys. 4M stock dogs standing at stud.
Walker Sioux Jess. He's a young dog, but he's coming along.
A lot of hope. I saw him. He's a
Lot of
super
hope,
nice
lot of
dog.
hope.
And out of a good cross, a
Hope he
proven
passes on
producing
his
cross.
genetics. Oh yeah, for sure. Mill Iron, S Ranch, working Border Collies.
Yep.
Steve White, compadre over here. I've got one of his dogs. I picked him out at the finals out of one of his. Another guy had him, and I said, "That's the dog I want." He said, "I've got a puppy. I want him. I got him. I like him."
Yeah, I got a puppy. He was not for sale. But I do like Stewart, and so I shipped him the dog down to Alabama. LR Tuco, we appreciate Lincoln Rogers, but we watched that dog run earlier.
Yep. Tuco ran this morning. Had a one cow, kind of wanted to work his butt off like he always does. Just
That's a
couldn't get it done.
good dog, though, you guys. And Lincoln's a heck of a dog handler.
Yep.
His dad is a vet, so if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't ask how they collect them, Lincoln's dad will get him collected and ship it off to you. Frozen semen, fresh semen, it doesn't matter. Who do we have up now? I hear James coming. James and Pete. Well, I think we swapped a few dogs around. Just we're trying to make things work. We got
James, 3 away. James, Butler, and Pete.
with a full score one. No, Chris dropped 10.
Drop 10 on the fetch.
Merrick Kennels right here, all the way out of Canada, you guys. Pete's dog. Dog Sports Center, herding and pet care facilities. I actually sold him that blue dog. No, this ain't. Pete's not in the bet. Sold him the dog on the bottom right. She actually sounds like she's been doing really good with him. Love to hear people get those dogs and go on with them and do good themselves. We appreciate her for sponsoring us. Look them up, MerrickKennels.com. Here we go. James is off with Pete. Finals is just for money.
I think that's Glenn, right?
Oh,
Are they both in the finals? I think this is Pete. You're right.
I don't even know where we're at on the score on that deal. I'm going to be back in Alabama.
This is a good dog, you guys. He's won a lot with this dog. Jed Corliss owned this dog. I've watched him since he was a puppy. James Butler got in with him. I don't know if they're partners or James owned him. Whatever it is, this son of a gun right here is good. I actually bred your pup's mom is my spur, who's out of my Levi Rain. I bred that dog to this dog, and they are getting it on right now. Like, really getting it on.
Good.
Super nice dogs.
You know, I've seen Pete for a couple of years now. Watched him, really good dog. Did you see him out there? He looks like it's not a big dog. But I'm telling you, when you get him up close to you, he's a bigger dog, and I've actually seen him work some cows in the pasture.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good.
He
Now,
good.
if I'm not mistaken, you guys, Pete was 2021 Mountain State Stock Dog Association National Finals, which is the biggest field of cattle dog trial and sheep dog trialers combined in the nation. And if I'm not mistaken, he won nationals last year.
I can't remember.
Now, here's the approach we're talking about. You got to bring them cattle in deep a little bit. Let them see that hole. So it looks like they're going past it to you at home. They're really not. But look at
James
this.
done a heck
Look, yeah. Yeah.
But to do a heck of a job, your dog's got to do a heck of a job responding.
I'm going to say this dog don't get spent either. This dog,
He's
look at him.
insane.
Yeah. He's sort of like me. Abs,
Yeah, they're just
his
hidden by-
physical
they're just
physique,
hidden.
built like a cigar.
Yeah.
My cigar is just one of them smoked one that's only about,
Stogie.
yeah. You know, this dog is something else. He was getting a little too tight, you guys, and so I don't know if you could hear it. James told him out, and it just brought that distance out a little bit because he's reading now where them cattle are reacting. Where's that bubble at, Stuart, you know?
Yep.
And as they're going off that heel, if they get tighter and tighter, the dog has more of a chance of breaking that bubble and coming in and pushing on those cattle.
James, I've talked to him some. He don't like to stop cattle, but then sometimes there's an override rule.
Oh, you have when they're trotting off and you can't catch up, you stop them.
Yep.
But me and you said this yesterday.
Starting and stopping them, starting and stopping them.
Objects in motion stay in motion.
Yep.
Six
No.
dogs left in the open, you guys.
Right there, most people, including me, would have sent that dog away. He just sent them come by, just bend them and lined them up.
Yeah, watch this though.
That's what I'm talking about.
Watch this.
He lined them up.
People don't understand. This dog lives to work. These dogs were working. That's their reward. Isn't a biscuit.
Yep.
The reward is letting them work. My buddy Jed Westmoreland just got on here. He lives up there by us, drives truck, works hard, good friend of mine, but it just shows how many people are actually interested in watching this. You know, it is very intriguing, especially when you have two very knowledgeable people like me and you, Stuart, telling them how much we know.
What area is our knowledge in?
I don't know.
I was eating lunch with Jordan Markowski. Just met him this morning, and he was saying that a lot of his friends up in Canada, you know, it's cold up there right now and everything. There's a bunch of his friends watching, texting him what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Here we go, guys. Hopefully he can hit this on the first set. Jed, I hope you're enjoying watching this green grass when it's negative 15 in Tremont, Utah right now. Here he goes. You guys going to have to flank him. He needs to bring these cattle in straight. Them cattle are even tired. Look at this. I wish I had the standings right now for our 4-day average. I'm going to try and be quieter. Yeah. Yeah. You guys, look at his time. There's people that haven't got obstacle number 2 done by now.
You talking about me?
Yeah, but they called you out, so it's okay.
I know.
You done? Do you need another hug?
No.
Okay.
See how big that dog is? He's a bigger dog.
Oh no, Pete's big dog.
I know, but he don't look like that out there.
I hope Jed Corliss is at home getting to watch this dog. This thing is just beautiful. Now you guys watch this. He told him to get out so he doesn't stop the flow of those cattle. Oh, you guys. Yes, sir! Yeah!
Smoking run.
How about that? What's his official time? 5:31 and a full score.
Wow.
Yeah!
That's my dog.
And I just want you guys to look, though, okay? By him doing that so perfect and so clean, that dog's got a lot still left in him.
Got some gas left.
He's got some gas left. Now, if we're still out on number 3, circling it right now, this dog's back having a drink. Do it right the first time.
I told James the other day, we're going to create a super class.
A super class.
Yeah, you're in it.
And that's it. It's a
it.
super class. Mountain State Stock Dog Association, you guys.
8 of your dogs, and you're competing against yourself.
Platinum sponsors of this event with Nutrina. The American Ranch Dog Trials. Jason Terrell, Jensen Gaynor. Am I not mistaken? Doing a really good job. Lincoln Rogers Stock Dogs. He's up running the camera right now so we can get going. He does a great job. He's a good dog handler. He does a lot for the sport, you guys. You want to get a home. He does promote the sport. And he promotes good stockmanship. He's a good family man. He's just an all-around good guy. That's all the good stuff we have to say about Lincoln. So, no, I'm just kidding. National Catalog Association, appreciate their sponsorships. Help us bring this live feed possible to you. Dwayne Hurleman is right back in the arena right now. In the arena. This isn't an arena, but
It's a big arena.
my friend Jed says I'm just missing snow. I'm supposed to be taking his boy out mountain lion hunting, so it'll be there when I get back. I guarantee you.
Snow with a line.
They'll all be there until I get back, but
How many mountain lions do y'all have up there?
a few.
Whoa.
A good bit.
Lord of mercy.
Okay, here he goes. Dwayne Hurleman. And this looks like Bill. Is this Bill? Yeah, this is Bill. I'm going to ask Verona for an update on intermediate.
Asking if it's done.
Yeah, it's done. Verona won very modestly. She didn't want to tell us. Had to pull it out of her. Good job, Verona. You and Eli. Congratulations. Do you know how else it ended up? Probably.
I didn't see the. I'm gonna tell him to send me a picture.
That's a super tough course down there. I went down there and helped when the internet was down. I went down there and helped him for a little bit. That's a tough course. So did you finish? I mean, what was your time? Do you remember?
It's 340s.
Oh, geez. Just walk through it. Super tough course. Yeah, I did in 340. Good job. Poor Todd's sitting at home with a pulled muscle. hamstring, or is it
Torn.
torn?
Torn.
Torn hamstring. He was sitting second in the average after we left, or first or second in the average after we left Ardmore. Now he got hurt, and now he's having to sit at home. But good thing he's got his nephew Jake running the dog down here.
Good job, Wayne.
Five dogs after Beal. And then we're going to go right into that nursery final shootout where they're going to bring the top dogs back that have the best 3 scores so far and let them start running at it on a 4-day average.
Nice job. Nice job. Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's what we don't want.
And right there, that's taking a lot of gas out of that dog because he's running straight uphill.
Yeah. And that hill's long and deep back there.
Sherry doing good.
They just started the novice.
I'll just give you guys an update. So they're running 2 arenas really quick. They're running 2 arenas here. They're running the field and an arena. So down off the hill, I know that if you walk off of here downhill, it's half a mile away. If you turn around and walk uphill, it's a mile back. But anyways, the results from the intermediate, I'll give that to you guys. First place, Verona, Butler, and Eli with a score of 180 and a time of 3:42. Second place, Trevor, Jessen, and Alice. Man, he's done good with that dog this weekend.
Yeah.
In the field, he's sitting tough with her, coming back, and then 4-day average with a full score of 180 and a time of 4:48. Third, Angie, Johnson, and Mike. I told you that lady is dangerous with that dog. Mike is good. That Mike is really good. She used to live up by us. I believe she's moving down to New Mexico. She was from Oregon, which is up by us. It's 500 miles from me, but still closer than here. Fourth is Verona and Mike with a full score of 180 and time of 5:16. And fifth, is Guy Johnson and Kit. So there's you an update on what's going on down there. They're just starting the novice class. Dwayne and Bill, he's calling him in. Gonna turn him around and head into obstacle number 3. My boys keep texting me and sending me pictures. They're catching fish like crazy at the you guys' lodge right now. Oh yeah, having the time of their lives. "30-on-3, the judge says, is going to bring him up to 90 points. Here comes them big Dwayne Hurleman steps up that hill. When that dog was coming around, that heifer was trotting this way. That was going to go one of two ways. She was either going to give that dog, turn around, she's going to strike at that dog and head up the hill regardless. But on to number 4. But you guys see that lead heifer that's wanting to run off there? Here's what I'm talking about. That just happened. See that dog get in front of that heifer and she just keeps on going. He's in trouble now. I hope Bill, he's trying his hardest. He's going to have to get in front of her and bring her back, apply some pressure and bring her right back. How disappointing is that? Because you're the guy that just got done with number 4 going in there.
It's frustrating. You know, he's done a great job because he run off earlier. He went back and got it over here.
Yeah.
Brought it back, completed 2 more obstacles, and that's a great job.
I don't know if he's texting or checking his own time. I think he's texting. He's probably texting me and going, well, where are we going for dinner?
Is it 7:45?
7:44.
All right, we're going to run out of time, you guys. That's curse. If they get up here and next to this exhaust on you, you're going to be in trouble. That being said, Beaver Creek Border Collies. Let's talk about Shorty and Valerie.
Oh, I sure don't mind Steve's.
They stand for the flag and kneel for the cross. That has a lot to say about Shorty and his wife. We absolutely love them. Wish that they could be here. I miss seeing Shorty right now. He makes my day every time I'm around him. He really does, and he's got a beautiful wife. We absolutely love him. We wish the best for him right now. Got some super nice dogs. Good hand on a horse, good hand with a dog. You live up there. If I'm not mistaken, is he in Missouri? Yeah, I hope Shorty's on here and can listen to us. Hopefully he's getting to be able to sit at home and watch it and enjoy it. We appreciate all he did to make this possible. You guys, you need to understand this whole live feed is brought to us and paid for by the sponsors. So Brandon Pugh's got all this equipment and everything. He went and got it with the hope that he could sell enough ads to make it worth his time. Without people like Shorty and Valerie and all the other sponsors on here, we would not have this. So if you guys don't mind, you could even reach out and give him a private message. Look him up, Beaver Creek Border Collies. Tell him thanks. Tell all the sponsors thanks for what they've did, because you guys are able to sit at home and enjoy this from inside the house when it's negative 15 outside or snowing or blowing, or you got too bad of a hangover to get out and drive anywhere. Hopefully you're able to sit down and enjoy the live feed. We appreciate them a bunch. Here we go, Joni, Tietjen, and Jim. Now, she's got a different strategy going on, standing on the opposite side of the field as everybody else. Stuart, what's your take on that?
Well, I sent my dog from over here where I normally sit, but as soon as I seen it, I started moving over there. I just didn't want to start over there because it's a longer run.
Okay.
And I was going to, save my dog some steps. So I went ahead and got on over there.
You know what my strategy is about that?
What's that?
She's a woman. Who the hell knows what they're thinking?
Well,
Super nice dog, you guys. Super nice dog. She's done well with him all week. 2 blacks and a red. It's like roulette.
it is. After watching all these, I have figured the one thing out. I either want 3 reds or 3 blacks.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. All the cattle are good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But the cattle come from 2 different ranches. They've been here and mixed and blended with each other. But there's just a lot of difference in cattle their whole lives about the way they've been treated.
Yeah. Yeah.
They might come from one ranch and be one way and another ranch and be the other way. But she's got it going on through the fetch, you guys.
See, she don't have as far to go. She's going up the hill there to kind of help block that uphill pull on those cattle from the exhaust. Outstanding job there. Used her dog. Let them coming out down the hill. That's something new there a little bit. Got her dog on over there. Got them cattle pointed down the hill. They've been wanting to try to drift up.
Turned out to be a pretty day and no rain.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there wondering how far is she gonna let him trot before she goes and stops him.
My favorite command is, "What are you doing?" I don't know what the dog thinks of that command. Yeah, so if the dog's being bad every time you say it, and then you say, "What are you doing?" Maybe it's like, "Oh, I guess it's time to goof off."
I'm acting like a jerk.
Yeah. But you hear a lot of people say, "What are you doing? What are you thinking?" I used to have to say that. I used to cuss my dogs out loud, but I'd do it in Spanish so nobody knew what I was saying. Except for my Spanish-speaking friends.
learn Bavarian or something. That way nobody'll know.
Where's Bavarian from?
Over in Bavaria.
Where is Okay, stop. Am I the only one that does not know where Bavaria is? Jerry? Okay.
I got stuck with Barbarian Mountain House, but I don't.
There you go.
Evidently, they have
That's
mountains.
where Bavarian Mountain House
Okay, now
comes
be
from.
quiet. Verona, do you know where Bavaria is?
I know they put
No.
Bavarian cream in the donut.
Hey, listen, Bavarian cream and donuts, that's really good too. So they got good dogs, and they probably like donuts. But do you know where it is?
Bavaria?
Bavaria, where is it? Stuart, tell me right now before she looks up. You don't even know where it
Oh,
is.
yeah. You got to remember, I live with a history nut, geology and geography and all that stuff. I get a lesson about every day.
Okay, where's Bavaria? Because she's going to look it up to see if you really know. Because I bullshit people all the time that I really don't know what I'm talking about, but they think I do, you know. You just got to go with it, and I think you're full of crap.
Well, okay, so, well, I don't know. Yar,
Go ahead.
I have an idea.
Do you really?
Just because of
Go ahead.
the dogs.
Okay, where are they from?
It's gonna be like
30.
Germany or Italy or somewhere right there.
Why don't we just say Germany or Italy?
It's a German area.
The German area.
Listen, have you ever heard of
I
Bavarian?
live in the Idaho area.
You ever heard of Bavarian beer?
No.
Okay.
I've heard of a bar mitzvah.
It's a little bit different.
Okay.
I've heard of a bar stool too, but you know.
I'm with the donut stuff.
You know how to get 4 people sit on a bar stool? Anyway, she's on to obstacle number
No.
4, if I'm not mistaken, or is she at 3?
No, she's at 4.
She is at 4 at the time of 5:33. Okay, here we go. Why is Bavaria so famous? This is just pulled up by Google right now. I'm not apologizing. I didn't call you a liar. I was doubting you. Bavaria is one of Germany's most popular travel destinations. So really, it's Germany, not Bavaria.
That's the area.
It's an area. Okay. Thanks to its mix of impressive scenery, popular festivals, and distinctive local culture, known for its sausage, beer, and leather shorts.
Yeah, that's the dog.
That's a good-looking ham. Yeah,
That's what we have.
Oh, you have some of those?
yeah.
Okay.
Known
All
for
right,
its
cool.
leather shorts. That's why
Last time
Stuart
you
knows
saw-
him. Is his
last
leather
time you
undershorts.
Saw leather shorts. You was in a. Well,
Well,
you know
yeah,
where you was
where
at.
do you have leather shorts? Go on with this. Germany's
You was telling
largest
me about it
state
the other day.
has that much and more to offer visitors. There you go. I stand corrected. No, I don't stand corrected. I stand impressed. Way to go, biology.
I saw it on TV about the Bavarian beer. For some reason. I was that.
One more, we get a good snort out of him, I bet you.
I'm trying to keep it from it.
Obstacle number 4 is done. Headed up the hill to obstacle number 5. She's got a little bit over 2 minutes. She's got him going right in. Not going to happen. I think a dog just got in the trailer with us. He's done. He's done. She sent him around the cattle, and he jumped in the trailer and said, "Give me the microphone. I'll tell you where it went wrong."
He's went to the ice cooler.
About 8.5 minutes in, he said, "I'm done."
Hot, it's humid.
Yeah.
Had to work pretty hard on 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm. Think she's gonna let him jump in our drink cooler?
I hope not. The
Me too.
Cowboys up there was talking about dog tasted water.
Yeah. Anyways, here we go. On to the next one. Hey, Shorty said there's probably a billboard in Germany with Stewart's Mitchell modeling leather undershorts. Leather shorts. That's what Shorty said himself.
Shorty?
Right there.
I thought I liked you.
I do like him. I like
Yeah,
Shorty
I know.
even more now.
Yeah, I know. Even more now. Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
telling you
yeah,
what, that image, man, let me tell you. Here we go, back live. That looks like Dana Penrod.
Kelpie.
You know, that Kelpie being here is sort of like Markowski. What's his name?
Jordan.
Jordan Markowski being here.
Across the border.
Yep, across
Ask
the
him
border
about
and the only one here.
I asked him how he got across. He said, "Oh, they just waved me through coming in. Going back, he had to do some tests and wait and all that to get back into Canada."
Really?
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little story real quick. My mom and dad took me and all my brothers and sisters sturgeon fishing up there 2 years ago. Yeah. I don't know if I've got a guilty look. We flew into Washington, somewhere up there, rented a car and drove across borders. We get to the border. They were not very inviting for me to go in there. They flew waved my brother's car and half of my siblings through, and me and my poor mom and one of my sisters and my other brother, they pulled us in, checked our bags, made me go in a separate room. Seriously.
I don't. That beady-eyed look you got. Well, those snow goggles you got wearing here, they're not really sunshine approved down here.
Let me tell you, I'm not here to impress you, Stuart.
It's a good thing. You're doing a good job. Oh, me. You're doing a great job coming through the fetch. Getting those other two bent in. And then we got little bit of a hiccup right here. We've been talking about weather while she's working these into two. They say it's gonna be below 20, below 30 in the morning here.
Yeah.
Holy!
I'll bet you money that in the morning with the humidity, it's colder than -13 at my house.
I've never
Coldest I've been the last 2 years was this trial 2 years ago. And it was like 39 and raining. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And blowing?
Yep.
I could not get warm.
I hear y'all say that all the time. Our cold's not cold as y'all. Cold is cold.
Oh, it's bone chilling in some
It-
places.
I mean,
We don't get bone chilling cold. We just get like you get frostbite and your finger falls off cold.
I don't even feel the bone.
Yeah, it just goes numb and it falls off. I mean,
oh Lord.
she's done really good at this Kelpie all week long.
I like it.
And Dana's reading stock really good. She's an open sheepdog. She's mostly a sheep trialer.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of started showing cattle.
Get out of here, Red.
Yeah. You don't let him talk to you like that, Red. Super nice dog.
Sorry. All my trash.
She's done with number 2, correct? Headed to number 3.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Frankie Acosta. We appreciate Frankie Acosta and all he's done for us. Great handler. Steps right up, you guys. Here's something to be said. Steps up and wants to help out this live feed so that we can bring it to you, you guys. Shorty, there you are again. Just because you commented about my co-captain over here in his leather shorts, we're going to play your ad again for you because that's an image everybody in America loves. Windwalker Kennels. Chris Timmons. Great dog handler. He's secretary of the Southwest Catalog Association. In my opinion, if it wasn't for him, it'd be tough to do anything. He does all the book work and the upkeeping and entry forms, helps with the payouts, lines everything out. He's a good man. Todd Jessen's Jessen Cattle Dog and Cattle Company right there. Walker, his dog that he owns, it's the father of Gene and the father of Zip and the father of Digger, and I mean a whole list of them that's here today. You're Sue Dog, and well, here comes Jake right now, and Zip. That's Zip himself.
Striker.
Is that no? That's not Striker there.
No,
boss.
I know it's not Striker,
But he's the dad for Striker.
I can't see very far, but I'm not colorblind.
Here we go, you guys. We're down to the final three in the open.
Lincoln Rogers is in the house. How's your wife and dad doing down in the intermediate and novice?
And they're doing good in the novice.
Is that your dad, Sean?
They're halfway, yeah, in the intermediate. They're halfway through the novice. She's sitting in second.
Good.
Pews in the league.
Really?
Brandon Peters?
Brandon, our local.
And he got second yesterday with that same dog. So.
Oh.
Good for him.
Hey,
How
where's
about that?
the nursery?
Let's just hope that they
Nursery class in the arena.
Yes.
Girl. They'll leave you.
Yeah. Just whatever you want to bring back.
I got some leftovers.
No, I'm good, Lincoln. Thanks. Super nice dog here, Zip. I've watched this dog. You've watched this dog for a long time.
Thank you for your help. Yeah, thank you.
Who do we got up on the camera now? Megan?
Yes.
Oh, I was like,
Megan went up there.
can you see us in the house? I was like, yeah, he's up there. You know, hear him over here. I was like, who's good there?
That's still pretty. And my favorite shot here today is when they start bringing them cattle in right there through those oak trees. Are them
Yep.
oak trees? I don't know. We don't have live oak trees, so.
Y'all have any trees?
Shoot, we covered every trees. Anyways, 3 black cattle coming through there on a trot, you guys. That's what you need. See how they're synced up? Them heifers aren't staying together, too? This might be a heck of a draw. But, once again, he has to keep them right. Jake's pretty good at it, you guys.
Pressure and release.
He always works. He always works his dogs with his hands behind his back, just calm. Mm-hmm.
So does his uncle.
Yeah, dog does do that.
Does it, yeah.
It's the same. I always fold my arms, and if you watch all my kids, they go out and fold their arms and work their dogs. Do you fold your
Well,
arms? Yeah.
Everybody does something. I put mine in my pocket because if I don't, I get to wiggling my hands. when
Man
I'm whistling.
flew through too.
You know, so I put them in my pockets.
You guys coming through two at 217. If he hits these 3 cattle, now watch how they want to stay together. But in the same breath too, the dog is keeping them together. Now, just because they want to stay together doesn't mean they're going to point at number 3 and go down and run through it.
No, they still checking uphill. That one keeps glancing up to see if she thinks, "Now I need to go," or "I'll wait a little later."
I think that's how come Jake puts his hands behind his back, so you don't start tendency to waving your hands and getting too much with
Yeah.
it. It helps you stay calm. Then the cows look at you and they're like, "Oh, look at that poor guy, ain't got no arms." So I'm gonna just behave so this no arm guy don't come running at me.
You can't stop me if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
You're gonna have to come up here and kick me. See, watch. Let's see if Jake turns around and starts walking back towards us. We'll see if he has arms or not. Come by, Zip. Come by. Once again, our angles are a lot different than his. So, like right now, you think he's went past that obstacle. He hasn't. He's actually still on this side in pretty good shape for them cattle to walk straight into it. You old biddy. But now he's going to have to flank. And once again, now that cow has patterned to go straight through. So the next time he brings her in, to her, that's it. That's an escape. And so she's going to go in and then keep on going out. So he's going to have to really cover her up even more to keep her to go left. I'm still laughing about your billboard.
That's pretty good.
It was way good. I wonder if in Germany, do you wear your leather shorts and put the suspenders on them too? Isn't that what they do? What do they call that? Lederhosen. A lederhosen.
She knows more. She knows more about it.
So does she.
I'm from Ireland. We wear those kilts.
Ooh, I'd rather be caught in a pair of leather shorts there, driver.
Well, if you wear your leather shorts, then you can go two different directions. You can go Bavarian with the beer drinking, or you can go to the.
Just wear your leather. You want to know what I would do? I'd wear my leather shorts under my kilt in case the wind blew. Now that's a billboard.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the
It's
Marilyn
true.
Monroe
They
when
don't
her
wear
famous
underwear.
picture
They don't wear
with the
underwear.
shirt blowing up and she's holding it down.
Yeah.
There's Stuart. He'd have his hands in the air, kilt up to his belly button, and there's his leather shorts.
You gonna cause somebody at home to have a heart attack?
That's
You-
all right. I don't care. They'll be all right. Oh. This is frustrating as you're the handler down there. Everything was so close, you guys. Literally, he had that obstacle done when the dog flanked around. That cow had just put its head on the other side, the width of a T-post.
Yep.
You know, it's the margin of error when you're doing this is so small. Text Tob, I think Zip's a Walker Grace, is he not?
Yes.
Walker Grace, thank you, Rona.
I think him and Mike are in the same litter.
He's a litter mate to your Mike dog, you
I
think?
so.
That says a lot about the breeding program, you guys.
I could be wrong. Todd might correct us.
He's at 6:26, you guys. We got plenty of time to get this done still. Obstacle number 3, he came out of number 2 at 2 minutes or something. Enough to make you sweat. Right now, the leaderboard is James Butler. There's only been 2 dogs in out of 30 that have finished the course. James Butler and Pete did it here just a minute ago with a 5:31.
31.
Now that's smoking. The other one was Ron Long right off the get back this morning with his dog. What dog was it?
That was with Woodrow, and Chris Timmons and Bet had a 656.
No, yeah, but they dropped 10.
Yeah,
Oh.
So Woodrow and Ron Long are the only other 2 to go on with it, you guys. That's how tough this course is and how physically demanding it is for the dogs. This is a big old steep hill. That's a nice stitch job on that shirt.
I did it myself.
I believe it. Okay, looks like we're coming back here to number 4, correct, Judge? 7:48, 7:50 is our time. So we have 2 minutes, 5 seconds to finish scores.
Yep, like my stitch, John.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I'm not by the sewing machine.
I believe it.
I can.
Pass through on number 4.
Now,
He got his 30 points. Now Now we'll see how it goes here. See that little heifer there on the lead on the far on your left? She's looking for an exhaust.
Zip's getting tired.
Zip's going to have to get in front and apply that pressure. And Zip does a good job, you guys. Look at what that just did. He got in there and said, nuh-uh. Now, if he'd have kept drifting back and drifting back and drifting back, that heifer would have just kept pushing him backwards, and they'd have lost ground. They didn't lose any ground when he got around in front of her and applied pressure and got her stopped. Look at this. Gosh darn it. She's got just right out a minute. Zip's been working good. It's almost like Zip's still smiling, though, isn't he?
Zip's tired.
Come by.
About 25 seconds left.
Yeah, I thought it was. He put his whistle in the pocket.
He's gonna call it. He knows his dog's tired. There's no more sense in working them cattle any longer, getting your dog any tighter. Hey, let's talk about Lee HCC Ranching right here. Jared Lee Lewis. We'd like to shout out to him and his dog Batman. Him and I've never had the pleasure of meeting Jared Lee, but he's got his little brother Cody, and a lot of cool stories goes on there. You can get a hold of him for puppy sales, horse and dog training. He does day work. What do you think, Stuart?
He's originally out of Florida. Dad has a ranch down there, and then he's moved to Mississippi and does cow work, day work, trains these hanging tree dogs. Batman, he's really promoting him.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit about him. Nice guy, got a bunch of nice dogs. Family man, which that's the first way to get to my heart.
Yep. Whatever you want to say about him, good, bad, or indifferent, it doesn't matter. He takes care of his family and his little brother.
That's the first thing that matters.
Yep.
And I hats off to him for doing that. But get a hold of him, guys. There's his phone number.
Yep.
Look him up. You want him to come catch some cows, he can catch some cows. If he's from Florida, you want him to catch a gator, he probably come catch a gator for you too. We appreciate his sponsorship and letting him his help sponsorship has helped brought this to all you guys
for
at
sure.
home.
I mean, he's not even here trialing, and he's still supporting the industry itself.
Yeah, that has a lot to say about the person. So, right here, we're at the Jessen and High Roller Shootout live stream. 4
days.
4 trials.
Yep.
This is the last of it. Mountain State Stock Dog Association, one of the platinum sponsors, brought you this. That's a Neutrina. I appreciate Brandon Pugh being here when he asked if we would be interested and wanted on board. Mountain States jumped right on. No questions, no asks, no board meetings. We just absolutely, what can we do to help you out? That looks like it's going to bring up James, Butler, and Glenn.
This is a big run for you.
This is a big run for me because you slipped on the last one.
I still think I'm about 10 ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, that put us dead even.
Did it?
I'm not.
Well,
He dropped 60, and I dropped 60 yesterday. You gained on me, but then I carried the 3 and divided that by a prime number. And the way I have it figured, we're pretty damn close. What's that?
When you
And Glenn. Gene and Glenn are in the runoff for the nursery. Yes, they are.
Well, yeah, he could be. 'cause
Yeah, they are.
he was sitting at like
But
Glenn or Gene?
I wish we had
Glenn?
somebody with a program up here that could tell us exactly where we were on all 8, and we would let everybody know.
That's just cause we want to get done in the field. That's an extra run.
Okay.
That
Shh. This dog
So we're going to
deserves
quiet up
respect
here.
as he
We're gonna
comes
be
on the
quiet
field.
up here.
You just please be quiet while my man enters the arena. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Sometimes we're all in play.
I'm not talking about James either. I'm talking about the dog. I just want to clarify to America. I would never welcome my man into the arena.
Well, I wasn't going to say nothing about it, but if you have those shorts,
I was talking
your
about
man might
Glenn.
like 'em.
Here it goes. You guys, I don't care what you say. We should be timing the outruns. Watch the intensity of this dog. And I told Verona yesterday, if I ever saw a dog that ran like a cheetah, I mean head down, and it looks like his spine's extending. He's making a big old wide outrun. He's still going to beat every dog to those cattle by 10 seconds. Watch, he's just going to be a blur going across. You can't even keep up. Them are actual people and vehicles behind him that look like blurs.
About 30 seconds
Guys,
to run that distance.
now he's got a wind pushing across him sideways. Now, what he's doing now, this dog reads stock so good. And what's fun is watching, and this dog is literally like 17 months old, right, Verona?
No, I'm telling you, are you watching? Glenn's having a hard time hearing him.
It's because you keep yapping. Be quiet. This dog, they figure it out. They figure each other out. And I feel like for as young as he is, Glenn and James have figured each other out super fast. I was going to go to Walmart now and make Team Glenn shirts today. Made my daddy proud. My dad's name's Glenn. He'd thought I was rooting for him all the way from Center, Texas.
It's hard to. I've got Gene. I still like him, but it's hard to root against a dog like this.
Hey, it's tough. Shoot, how do you root against Gene? Gene won the Open yesterday. He win the Open yesterday or win the nursery?
Second.
He was second. I mean, you get both of them. This has just been a friendly wager between us. It's going to end up probably breaking our friendships. But next time we see you, you'll still be crying, scrubbing your tongue. That's just on the run. Flying lead changes. You know what I mean? Just. Oh, yeah. A couple times a day. The only thing at James's house that gets more attention than these dogs is Verona. I'm Verona.
Jerry Birch knows.
What'd he say?
They're brothers from another mother.
What'd he
knows
say?
Exactly.
I said she may get more cussing.
You guys, look at the ability this dog has. You guys, and I will point this out. I'm sorry. When them dogs get super wide and lose contact with their stock, nobody's driving the bus.
Yeah.
This dog has the ability to stay tight and not offend his cattle.
Yeah.
That's, to me, this dog is way special.
He's comfortable being.
Oh, yeah. And so are the cattle. But the instant James asks him to get out, he gets out until James tells him there, and that's the end of it. Okay, that's where my distance is. And then he maintains that distance after that. It's just, this dog is just something else. Watch this. Yeah, it's just unreal. You guys, when you're sorting cattle in an alleyway or out in the field or anything, it is a sub-inch that makes that cow turn left or right or stop, correct, Stuart?
Yeah, rolling into the nose.
He can make this dog stop. When he asks him to stop, he stops. A lot of dogs, you got to get to know them. Yeah. Now, he's going to let Glenn go out here in front of him and slow that heifer down now, because if she gets up there, he's a little bit wider right now, but he's got that heifer stopped. And look here. That heifer said, well, he hasn't been bothering me this whole time.
I'll just go back.
I'm just going to go back. Yeah.
Get my buddies and tell them,
Yeah. Oh. Man, if I was James, I'd just keep on walking up here so he can help him out on this. The toughest obstacle in this course. Everybody thought it'd be number 6. We're putting him in that feeder with 4 different holes around it.
Yeah.
No.
This right here is a dead end.
Larissa, I actually have a copy of his papers right here. I found them. I Googled online badass dog and it brought up Glenn. And I'll read you guys his papers really quick. Oh, that's okay. We're all allowed one little bobble.
Yeah, we got a cookie crumbler there.
It's not gonna. None of them took offense to it, though, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Bring him in. Now, James and the dog need to both apply pressure at the same time and keep them cattle. Make them go in. Oh, step up there, James. Yeah. You guys, this is a team. That's what it is supposed to be. Stuart, if me and you are going to go gather cattle, we have to.
We're going to argue about something.
No, we're not going to argue about it. We're going to have to be on the same team, right? The same page.
Yep,
And
yep.
as you watch these guys work these cows, that's exactly, that dog should be where if me and you are gathering a pen of cattle, or right now me and you are trying to put these cattle in there, other than he's going to move faster than me and you, that's how you work together. And
It's great to watch this.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Verona's more intense in here than James is. One day they're going to go back and they're going to say, Steve, how did you pick out that dog was going to be what he impact on the cattle dog world like he is now? But this son of a buck, he told him to get out. But he did the right thing, you guys. That one calf was fixing to leave them other two.
Yep.
And James is being patient. If it's me, I'd probably bring him come by a little bit and let him flank on the come by side.
That's
Yeah,
what
there he's
James
gonna
is
do.
out there. Me and you's in here.
Yeah, but he's doing what I said I would do.
We'll say he ain't come by yet.
He did too. If you quit yapping, you hear him. Man, them socks taste like snot, don't they? Right here, I'm gaining 60 points back on you. You know that. He's got to reload them, guys.
No.
No, he's still got 2.5 minutes. What I'm noticing is when James is getting stressed out,
Yeah. a little bit.
and
Dog's
hollers at him, the dog's getting a little winner.
Good.
Away. Stand. Come back. Stand. Away. Stand. Come back. There. Walk. Walk. Come back.
But you guys, in 8 minutes, he's even pushed on him and got in a little tight once or twice, but he has still not offended these cattle.
There. Stand. Away. Stand. Stand. Away. Stand. Stand. Away. Wait. Wait. There. Out. Come back. Come back.
See, when he gets raises,
Bring him in.
you guys, this dog has got as much gas in his tank as when he sent him on his outrun. This thing is just crazy. He's got right at a minute. So he's going to have to risk it. Now James knows he's going to walk in behind that heifer and flap his wings, cluck like a chicken, whatever he can.
You got less than a minute.
He's going to get it, guys. He's going to get it. You be quiet, Stuart.
He's cranking on him now.
Gosh darn it, guys. He's got to reload that one in the right hole, and it looks like it's not going to happen right now. Here comes the ever so dreaded horn. Everybody plug her ears.
You done?
He didn't even have to honk the horn. James right here in front of us, you guys. That was amazing dog work either way. That dog pulled that number 5 off, the best I've seen on number 5 all day long. He has physically, I'd like to have a tracker on him, how many miles he went in the last 10 minutes.
It's a good dog.
It's a way good dog.
I promise you, we were all coaching for you. And
Neutrina, there it is, you guys. One of our main sponsors, Loyal Life. That's what we feed at our kennels. Is the Neutrina Loyal Life all stages. We absolutely love it. I believe Verona, are you guys feeding Loyal Life now, or
Yes.
yep, they've moved over to Loyal Life also. You guys
Very happy with it.
very happy with it. I couldn't say enough good things about it. Mountain State Stock Dog Association National Finals, Afton, Wyoming, July 11th through the 16th. Make sure you look up mountainstatestockdog.com. Also, your memberships are all due January 1st, 2022 every year. So just go ahead. If you need to become a member, click on the website, go to become a member. ZBC Stock Dogs, Wallowa, Oregon, Mandy Post, Jim Zolman. You guys, they've had so many great dogs and produced so many great dogs. I can't even start to talk about them. They got 2 dogs in Red Bluff here coming up the next week or two. If you're looking for a trained or started dog, get a hold of him. Okay, Chris Timmons and Jaff is coming in here. This is actually another one of my favorites, Stuart. Big old good looking, handling dog. He does not offend cattle. I absolutely love him. C. Cluck Ranch would love him too. This is an imported dog, correct, Verona?
Yes.
James and Verona Butler own this dog. Chris Timmons runs this dog. One day, Chris is going to slip up and fall asleep. I'm going to go put him in my kennel. Jeff's getting a little bit of age on him now, though. Isn't he, Verona, 6 or 7 years old? Or when was he a nursery dog? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So 5 or 6 years old. But just a honest, easy handling dog I have ever seen. Oh, cattle have dropped down to that corner. 2 fast ones and a slower one. He'll get him. He's the only dog that's going to hit the tree fetch. That's a bonus 180 points if you hit the tree fetch, right, Jerry?
We still on here? We still on? Okay. Had to take a little break there. Steve had to go somewhere. It's Chris Timmons and Jeff coming into number 5. Got a good run going. This is our last dog in the open today in the field. It's number 5 obstacle. It gets a bunch of them because of the dead end there at the cattle sea.
Bet everybody's got their steps in.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can get your steps in here in a couple of runs on this hill. Right, yeah, it's elevation drop. Chris got him back around here in the vicinity of number 5. Trying to work himself through here.
Once again, this has been the obstacle that's probably got the most of them, when you say, Stuart.
Yes, sir. I just said that while you were outside on the phone. Just cause the dead end there, and once they get pulled up by it, the exhaust is up there. Chris done a good job getting them back down, and he's got time. He's just got to get them on through here.
You know, let's talk about Jaff. Jaff ain't too tired yet. His stamina, and he's a big dog if you get it close to Jaff. Jaff is a good-sized dog. He's tired, but he's not exhausted.
Yeah. Little red ones won't start all this over here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's back there
Took
behind
us
us.
2 inches of his soft part of his nose by to the end.
Yeah.
You got little over a minute.
Chris checked his time. He's got a little over a minute. Come up here, Jeff. Let's go.
He could do it
He
in
could
a
do it.
minute. And right now on the 4-day average, that's where all the money is, you guys. The money is the 4-day average.
Yep.
And every point is going to matter.
Yep. Do we have any clues about leaders in the 4-day? And
Well, I think Chris was leading it with Bet in the 4-day.
really,
Or that's what he had claimed.
That'd be like some of your claims.
Who
Then
just now did this go in?
him being the last person to run, he was
Did you guys do the run order that way?
yes.
There's gonna have to be some accounting done.
The computer's dead, so I can't figure it.
Alright, y'all hold your.
We're not going to make any accusations.
No,
But I can make
just wanted
accusation of that air horn right there.
accusations and predictions. a little
Yeah, that air horn right there is tonight when Sherry goes, "Why don't you listen to me?" It's because I can't hear.
bit. At least you'll have an excuse. Normally you don't.
Okay, you guys, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to take a real quick break and change something in the course, and we're going to go back to the top nursery dogs on the 4-day average. It's just going to be a handful of them that get to come back. We're going to go to the first place and then keep working down if they can't beat them until the top 3 dogs, because if I'm not mistaken, the average pays out only first, second, and third in the 4-day average, which is a lot of money. So keep watching. Hopefully we can get this figured out here, and we're going to start with the final dogs in the nursery in here.
I'm Christian Collins, and I'm running for Congress. I'm eager to get to work and ready to listen. Many of you are tired of politicians who you helped elect, who you thought had your conservative values, and then they change once they get to Washington because they're bought by special interest. I feel the same way, and that's why I'm running. I'll be loyal to you, not the lobbyists and career politicians, a people's congressman. I'm a sixth-generation Texan. I come from a big conservative Christian family. My dad was a pastor, and my parents were missionaries in other parts of the world. I worked 2 jobs starting in high school and through grad school to afford my education. With hard work and determination, I've been so blessed to live the American dream. From my time traveling the country working for Ted Cruz, to living and working here in Montgomery County, to founding Texas Youth Summit to educate youth and inspire them to fight alongside our older generations to save our country, I realized 2 things. America is truly exceptional, and Texas is special. And we must do everything that we can to protect this land that we love. If you can trust me with your vote, then I promise you I will put America first. And that includes every American with a heartbeat. We will secure and protect our borders, gun rights, and elections. We will fight against big tech censorship and critical race theory being taught in our schools. We will back our military and our police. I'm Christian Collins, and I promise you this: no one will work harder on the campaign trail or as your congressman than me.
Somebody hit the mute button on us. Was not me.
I think the blame is my equipment.
Anyways, here we go, you guys. What we have going here is, so for the 4-day average, what they're going to do, we've ran 2 in the arena down in Ardmore, Oklahoma. We did 1 in the field, and they're going to run the other day money trial in the arena later on this evening. We just don't have the daylight to get it done. So what they've done now is they've brought back the top teams in the nursery with 3 combined scores right now. Correct, Stuart?
Yes, for the 4-day average.
It's for the 4-day average. Now, the 4-day average has got a big payout
Big
here.
payout.
Big payout.
Wanted to make it fair and even for the guys.
So we're going to
playing
go.
for
Now,
it.
Gene is the number 1 dog coming into the...
Say that again?
Yeah, Gene is the number 1 dog coming into the third round, going into the 4th round. After 3 runs, he's number 1.
Yeah.
Do we know his points and time yet?
He's 510 points.
510 points. Now, let me add that up. 540 would be a full score, so no dog has 3 full scores coming in. That's how tough this nursery class has been. The courses have been super tough and challenging, and so these dogs you're seeing, they've really done a good job to qualify to make it to come back into this final little shootout round that they're having for all the money.
For sure. Big payout coming on these runs here.
It's going to be Todd Jessen's dog and Digger is going to be coming in second place right now. But so you guys, right now, we have a score of 510 and a combined time of 18:23. Now, he is the highest score. So if he finishes this course, nobody can catch him. He's 30 points ahead. The only way they can beat him is if he gets number 5 done, doesn't get into number 6, and then everybody else full points it. They'll end up at a tie on their points and will go to their times. So right now, I'm just going to tell you, James Butler and Gene have a 5:10 and an 18:23. So the score always beats time. So Todd Jessen's dog Digger, who's going to be ran by his nephew Jake, has a 480. Okay. Then third is Joni Teachin and Kate, who's actually owned by James Butler. We'll have a 480, and her time is 20 minutes. So that being said, you guys, the next dog after them 3 are 60 points behind those other 2. So my guess is we're going to run 5 or 6 dogs here. I am not behind by 120 points. That's all every run? No, you don't know what you're talking about. Be quiet. Quit taking away from Gene right now.
Oh, I'm not taking away from Gene. All he's got to do is get through this and you're a duck.
It's a 10-minute course, I believe, right, Judge?
Yep.
Judge says yes. But you guys, he's going into number 3 sitting really good right now. He's got 1 heifer now. That 1 heifer reading her right now, trying to veer off to the left. And look at the one on the right reading James. She's taking offense to him, not to the dog, to him. So that's going to cause him a problem when we get up here to number 5. Now most of these dogs just ran the course in the open here a little bit ago. So they've already been on this course, but it's already taken a lot out of them today. It's probably a lot like myself when you get up and, run 5-6 miles on a treadmill in the morning. Then you have to do it again at noon. I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm just going to be honest, and I don't do that.
There he goes. Come on. If he can get that heifer to come back here, tuck her head in there, she's going to do it. And going to go, no, 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 no. You dirty pig. He needed her to take a left and come out the left of that on that screen.
We got to remember these dogs have already ran out here today.
Sure.
In the open, so they've had a little bit of time to recuperate, but not a whole lot.
They were on the last dog when I was down there. And I think you were sitting pretty good. That's really good of you. Yeah, Brandon Pugh sitting here. He ended up first and second, or sitting first and second a minute ago when I was down there.
Same
you talk about
scenario
you
right
talk
here.
about pattern. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
cattle pattern
yeah,
and stuff.
same
Same two go
scenario.
in. Now, Gene, easy. Now
Get
step
away,
over there.
get away,
over
get
there.
away, get
yeah,
away.
Yeah, but you, I want to point out. Do you know what
Yep.
he did as a handler? He stopped and held
Yep.
those two cattle
Yep.
in that
Yep,
hole
for sure.
so that it had draw for that heifer. And as
Yep,
soon as she
for
came
sure.
into those other two cattle, he stepped out of the way and marched on.
I mean, I hate to, I don't like beating a dead horse, but that gives me 90 points and you can't beat me.
Is
He's a sock eating.
no,
hold.
boss, we're not counting this. If Glenn is not
Oh,
qualified for
no,
this,
we're not. Yeah. Glenn
It's
is qualified.
8.
He's on the list. What's the last dog on the list?
it's 8 runs.
What's the difference?
You're not going to beat me because you have 9 runs. That's
So
the
if you're-
integrity of Mr. Mitchell, everybody. He's going to take the 9th run, which, what was the agreement? Was it 8 runs? Preacher man, was it 8 runs?
Okay, that's okay.
Preacher ain't gonna
I'll
lie.
take this for my 8. What kind of preacher is he?
It's like the NCAA. We let you scratch a bottom score. Ron Ensroth, no, he won't have a dog in this. No. This is, he'll be in the nursery down in the arena. Yeah.
Yes, they'll do that down in the arena, though. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I understand. All right. Yes, sir.
Be quiet, Stuart. Be quiet, Stuart. It's that same heifer. She just does not want to go in. The problem is he had to stop. His front heifer wanted to come out. His front heifer wanted to go in and come out. He's got to get, and she'll go back in there. But that one on that far left, he's going to have to, yes. Yes! It's okay. Get up there, James. Okay, here we go, you guys. 7:15. He's got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to complete number 6. And Gene has still got some gas left in him, you guys. He got super tired out here a minute ago, but look at this whole heifer here staring at us. Keep him in, James. I want to throw my hat out there and stop her so bad, Stuart. In a good way, stop her. Not trying to hinder you. I root for the dog that comes in first place. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to say root for the underdog's always good. But if a dog is coming in beating your butt 3 out of 3, he deserves to win. If he can piece it together. He is tired.
Suck it up, Gene.
He'll do it.
Suck it up.
No, that dirt's cool right there, you guys.
Yeah.
So he's laying there and get that cool dirt on his belly. You guys, this is great coverage, great, intense competition as I've seen. Now get him come by. He's all right. He'll get him.
You know, it's hard to question. It's easy to see, but I could have seen him away around there.
I don't know.
No, I don't
Like
either.
I say, it's and from where they're at's a different angle. And
I
they're
know.
reading their
I
cattle
s- I
different.
said,
And
you know.
me and you are from here. It's
Yeah, it's
it's
easy
tough.
sitting here.
And our angle is,
Yeah.
I tell you, he's probably got the best angles. Whoever's up there filming in that crow's nest. You guys, that camera's up about
Yeah.
10 feet above us, in a hunting blind,
Yeah.
praying that it don't lightning. All he's got to do is finish course. So you guys, he's right here. It's this is the last shot. Step up there, James. This is the last shot he's got, you guys. If he finishes this, he seals the deal. He's a champion. There's no, second place. Nope. The heifer went in on the wrong side.
Get him to walk up.
But once again, you guys, okay, he's still good. He puts his heifer back in there. He's still good. Looks like you're going to run out of time, you guys. I tell you what, though, that was good dog work, and that was intense. Now, in order for anybody to tie with him on points, they have to complete the course.
They have to.
They have to.
Well, what's Jake's
We've only got
points?
2 dogs with 480
starting
that
behind.
have a possibility
So
of
he's got
tying him.
Yep. Well, we got to fill 3 holes.
Yeah.
If there's a tie for third, so first.
Okay, Jake, Jessen, and Digger, you guys. He's next in line after 3 days. He's in second place. He was in second place even after here, and then Jake did a good job with him yesterday. That kept him in second place. His uncle Todd showed the dog in Ardmore.
Jake's got some pressure on him. He's got to get 2-6 and finish it.
Okay, let's talk about breeding once again. Gene comes in first place. Walker Grace. Digger comes in second place. Walker Sue. Oh, he's got an old Bronco face effort that wants to be good.
I had that one yesterday, I'm telling you.
Get over there, get over there. And he's done.
And she's done.
He's done. He can't, no matter what.
He's playing for second place.
He's playing for second place right here. Instead of getting 30, he's going to get a 10.
Yep. Second place going to pay good too. So got to finish and see where
My dad always told me second place was like
first
kissing your
place loser.
second place was like kissing your sister.
Have you seen my sister?
Is she cute?
I don't have one.
Todd Jessen says, Stuart, give me your sock.
I'm telling you, that's the motley face heifer I had yesterday.
Is that-
Giving me the devil.
Yeah, she's tough.
I don't know what she costs, but I might take her home either.
Now our bet, I'm not crawfishing.
Oh,
I'll suck on your big toe before I'll crawfish. Was on the 8 runs. So if Glenn don't get a run here, this is actually 9 runs. This is an add-on deal we did because we're running out of time. Correct, Stuart? This is yes or no. This is a quarter lot. This is not.
Who would win out of the just 8 runs right now?
He would be probably. Well, what's a no? Because Glenn's way ahead of him in the open, so we need to see the open. This is just nursery. Right now,
I don't know.
out here,
This
he's
bit's getting
120
sideways.
points ahead of me in the nursery. And I don't know where he is in the open, actually. I think he's probably
When I heard
ahead.
that, I didn't hear a.
We're not asking what you heard.
Okay, apologies. I'll sit over here quiet.
We're not in the confession.
He's
booth.
got number 2 done,
No,
you
you're a
guys.
preacher, not a rabbi.
Yes, sir.
He's
Yeah, I keep.
heading to number 3 right now, you guys. He's only at 236, but the only problem we have here is
Dropped his